All right, so today's push day, aka titty day. So I always start with a cable fly. Keep these a little higher reps, 12, 15, maybe even 20, depending how I feel. I've usually been going a little heavier on these in the 10 range, but I think today we're trying to stay a little lighter, get more of a better contraction, better squeeze, then go decently heavy on the incline press today. But a couple warm-up sets, go about do two to three working sets here. Two hard working sets there. Go on to Smith now. Bro, I'm back up to like 280 now.
Yeah? Yeah, you're looking crazy. What were you on stage at?
264. In New York, I was 262.
Okay.
Kyle, I think I even said in a podcast, I'd like to even be the same weight, just really fucking peeled.
Yeah, it's a good.
Like really peeled.
Yeah.
If I'm up a little bit, I don't really care, but.
Yeah. That look suits you.
Huh?
Yeah, the look was nice. Like you're saran wrapped.
Oh, I was peeled.
Yeah.
We were peeled. I only did it for a couple of reps. I want my body to feel it. I want my body to get acclimated to the weight, not have it be a surprise. You ever notice if you go up too quickly, your first set usually is not hard or not that good at a contraction standpoint because it's a shock to the body. Normally the second set you do with that weight probably feels a lot better or even lighter sometimes because now your body's acclimated to it. So whatever my working weight is, I always touch it for at least 2 reps. Chill out for a hot minute, get back into it. It usually feels a little lighter, and I can contract a lot harder. Do a lot more sets here, probably 3 or 4 to really build that upper pack. So probably do 2 heavy sets, 6 to 8, and probably 2 lighter sets around 10, 15. No intensifiers here. I just want to keep it straight and make sure we're really getting the most out of it. I said, listen, you know, we can all agree that science has a merit. You know, I think science can be a good base to follow, right? But science shouldn't be end all be all. Because, right, like science doesn't know what my body can do.
Yeah.
Science don't know what your body can do.
Yeah.
And what my body can do might not be what you can do and vice versa, right? So it's a good outline.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know your body best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like training. It's like science says frequency is the best optimal way to grow.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Very true. But then you see people like Jordan Yates who blew the fuck up doing 4 days a week, 1 set till failure.
Yep, low volume too.
Now, he never did the frequency, so who knows how he would look. But we do know, based off certain podcasts he did, he tried the whole high volume. It didn't work for him.
Yeah.
So he never did maybe the frequency, but he tried different methods, found one that worked really well. So yeah, we can't say he did frequency, but what we do know is the way he trained got him, 6, 7 Olympias? Mm-hmm. And then you got Jay Cutler, who also wasn't frequency, but very high volume.
Yeah.
That worked for him. He didn't take sets till failure.
No.
He just did very high volume and moved fast.
Yeah. So how long did it take for you to figure out this system?
See, I'm different, right? Like this system, I actually learned this through Jared, but I also incorporated what I like as well. I always said training has got to be something you enjoy.
Yeah.
So obviously take pieces of things you like that you learn from people that you like, enjoy, and make it your own. That's, you know what I mean? That's how you adapt. That's how you evolve. Yeah. So actually, I said this in a podcast. Normally in like my growing phase, I'll take a little longer rest periods, go a little heavier. And this is where controversy will be in, because normally in prep, when you're low on food, you want to keep the volume a little lower for recovery purposes. I do the opposite.
Okay.
I raise my volume drastically, but I recover fine. Versus when I do it this way, especially, which is weird in the off season, and when I'm eating way more food, I get way more sore.
Okay.
If I do this way in prep, it doesn't feel the same. I up the volume, and it's like, I'm good.
That makes sense.
And my body like changes dramatically.
Yeah. That's what you're saying, how much it varies.
Yeah.
How many reps is that?
15.
Okay, that's cool.
I find like normally going a little lighter in the weight, but heavy in reps, I get a bigger pump, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's what it's about. Like the way I do it, I structure training is flies, always no less than 10.
Okay.
Flies are never less than 10. Never more than 20.
Hmm.
And then I'll take a base movement like this, where it'll kind of be like the heavy bass movement.
Okay.
Put a couple lighter sets at the end.
Yeah.
And then my next chest movement, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break, go to a shoulder movement after this, but the next chest movement will be a higher rep.
Okay. Yeah.
So that way I'm not going so heavy in every single
Makes sense.
exercise.
Yeah. Good.
Like the next chest exercise, 12, 15.
Okay. Yeah. I think it translates to your look, the higher reps.
It does.
Like that round, yeah, it does a lot.
You have to.
Yeah.
Legs is always high rep.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you get any leg exercise, no less than 10.
Okay.
I stay around 12, 15.
12, 15 is the sweet spot, yeah.
No matter what it is. I just feel like that I feel like I've grown the best. I've stayed around her. And I think anyone can say whatever they want. It creates detail.
Yeah.
That's where, like, even with the whole science bullshit, science says squeezing the muscle doesn't bring out detail. I call bullshit. Because toward the end of my prep, literally at 4 to 5 weeks out, I think it was 6, maybe. Basically when I got back to Jersey, I stopped worrying so much about how much weight I was doing. And I would just keep the negative, but I would just fucking squeeze.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, my back is so detailed to the core.
That's good. Yeah.
And then you see Derek, who's in shape, he's conditioned, not as much detail as mine.
Yeah.
And I think that does result into squeezing the muscle.
Yeah.
Let's think about what you're doing on stage. You're not focused on negatives.
No.
You're squeezing.
You squeeze, yeah. Contraction, yeah.
So, and why wouldn't you want to squeeze?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So when people talk to me about it, I'm like, how does this not make sense?
I don't get it either.
You know what I mean?
That's what
when you hit a fucking back lat spread and go like, or a pull down, and you go, what motion you're basically getting to a back double. What is it? Or when you're doing a cable fly, and you see me going under like this, imitating a most muscular.
This is what I always tell people to have to, exactly.
You're imitating a pose. Squeeze. And they say, when you pose and you squeeze, it brings out detail.
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't you want to do that with weights?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm like, I want his legs.
You have big ass legs.
Yo, not like you, Nick.
No.
You're literally the mutant. It's amazing.
Wow.
Like incredible.
That's wild.
Not bad.
Like it's not just big, it's freaky, and I like freaky.
My hamstring.
Yeah, the hamstrings, yeah.
Yeah.
I got big hands. I only do one exercise for him.
Because they're too big.
See it like, I
They're my
literally,
favorite.
I'll do like 8 sets of them.
Damn.
Okay, that makes
Should I
sense.
do that? It's that.
I mean, try it.
Here's the thing,
I
right?
need hamstrings.
This is the one thing about training. There's so many different variations for every body part, right? But like, I don't feel a lying leg for it. No matter how I do
I
it.
think the same.
No matter how I do it.
Yeah.
I don't feel it.
I don't feel it in the hamstring.
No, I don't. Like, I just like, this is, why am I doing this? So I feel, I can only feel certain kinds of like RDLs. but seated never fails. So if that's the only one you feel, sit there all day and do it.
I'm doing
You know what I
exactly.
mean? People think that it's like, oh, I gotta do this. Like, no, you don't. If this is the only one you subtract on, week by week, depending how many times you train hammies,
Yeah.
just change the rep scheme.
Yep.
Keep it slow, controlled. Let's just say you do hammies 3 days a week. First week, Monday, heavy,
Yeah.
6 to 8.
Yep.
Wednesday, 10, 12.
Yeah.
Friday, do one all-out set into a rest pause. Done. It's like, so,
Yeah.
so for example, like when I do quads, I have 2 quad movements.
Oh, okay.
I used to have 3.
No.
But once I would get to the 3rd, I kind of was like burn out a little bit. I'm like, I'll save this. But like, so now, but when I did the 3, I would do leg extensions. The second one would either be a leg press or a hack. But whatever one I did first, for example, let's just say, whatever one I did, it felt fantastic.
Yeah.
I did 1 set, fantastic. Second set, fantastic. I'm only supposed to do 3, right? I get to the 3rd, fantastic. I'm gonna do, this feels fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do more.
Yeah.
And I may not do the next exercise. Because I'm going to do however many sets I'm supposed to do on that next exercise. I'm going to just do it here because this feels fucking bomb. I'm contracting hard and my legs are blown out. Why am I going to waste time going to somewhere else that I may not feel?
Yeah. Makes sense.
People overcomplicate training. It's like, just fucking train. You know?
Fucking train, find what feels good, keep doing it. Yeah.
But the reality is, what if you stopped at 12? Where that was like the mechanical failure of what you can do, you didn't push past it. Took about a 2-3 minute break and did it again. Not only did you just create more stimulus and more time with attention, you probably just packed on more size, more blood flow.
Yeah.
You ever think of sets of failure and lose blood flow?
Yeah. Yeah. Take notes, guys. Start the mutant notebook.
I should.
Yeah.
People look at me like I'm the dumb bodybuilder, you know? Guess again, bitches. Sometimes you don't need a warm up like that. I contracted hard from the very first rep, so I just kept going. It's another thing, you know your body. If that first rep feels a little funky wonky, reset, take a minute, you felt it, get back into it. From the first rep, if it feels fucking great, I mean, there is a time when that does happen, just go. Just take it. Warm-ups aren't always neat, especially now when it's hot as fuck. This is my 3rd exercise. Sometimes you just don't need warm-ups.
We're like 100 degrees here, guys. 100 degrees.
Literally.
This one, the form. It's a unique form for delts.
For me, I contract the shoulder a lot harder going all the way up like that
Okay.
than stopping here.
I like that.
And this also, it does incorporate a little trap, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're getting the whole side delt in a little trap work.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my shoulders have gone drastically from doing it this way. And even with side delt, I do think side delt is like that one muscle that really doesn't get sore.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
What
I've
you
never,
do?
yeah.
You could literally hit these three times a week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just like arms.
Yep. That one gets, yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you know, you're good.
You know what I mean? I love this piece.
Yeah. You know what they call him, the CEO? Captain?
What?
They call him Captain, the CEO of New Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain makes good stuff. He's smart.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He needs to make a fucking cedar lake crow. I tell him every time.
Oh, the seeded one they don't have yet? Okay.
Every time I see him, he comes up to me, gives me a great big hug. I'm like, cedar
Yeah.
lake crow.
See,
He's like, I know. My favorite brands is New Tech and Atlantis.
yeah.
They're like my top two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prime? I like Prime,
Yeah.
but it's a hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
Arsenal?
This shit.
Yes. But there are like 2 or 3 pieces I do like.
Sure, yeah.
I like their leg press.
I do. That one's good, yeah.
Like, and I'll sponsor or not, I'll say it. Just I like to be real. The New Tech leg press, I don't really fit into it. I can't like.
No.
It's weird for me.
That's interesting.
That's why I like the Arsenal one a little bit because it's big.
It's big, yeah.
And I can
Yeah.
fit properly, get the full range,
Right.
and it works a little better for me. Their Humbler, I do like their Humbler.
The hum.
That's not bad. And honestly, there's the seated cable. I like it.
It's the Arsenal one?
Yeah.
We have that Iron Rev,
Yeah,
right?
I like
That's a good
it.
one. You're right, yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
But that's about it.
There's just very few, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Or like New Tech, majority of all New Tech I like.
Yeah.
I do find it a little more difficult for me to use some of their back stuff. I don't know if I'm just, it's hard for me to maneuver in.
Because you're so big, like that,
But
yeah.
the arm shit I love. Their chest stuff I love. Arm stuff I love. All their leg shit I love, except the leg press.
Yeah, close.
So
Yeah.
I'll do a cable front raise. I don't honestly, shoulders, I don't do much pressing anymore. I save the pressing for chest. And honestly, any incline movement you do is gonna hit the front delt anyway. So we're just gonna do front delt raises, which I do think are beneficial. Some say it's overrated, I don't. I still think direct front delt work is beneficial. I just don't think pressing to a certain degree is. When you're doing a lot of pressing for chest, and then you want to press in the same day, I think can be a little much. And I remember doing this for my 2023 prep before all that shit went down. My shoulders, in my opinion, probably looked one of the best, and I didn't press at all that entire off season or prep. I just prioritized side delt, front raises, and a shit ton of rear delt. Like, I'm at that point in my life, dude, where I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, you're so close to achieving all the work.
I don't need bullshit.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Not in this.
I want to live life. I want to invest money. I want to buy cars.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's funny, I made a joke with my mom.
Oh.
Because she even asked me this morning, she's like, because she's a mom, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like, she does everything.
Uh-huh.
Even when I tell, like, she does my dishes. She'll do, I'm like, Mom, I can do it.
Uh-huh.
But my mom, her whole life has taken care of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as much as I might annoy her being home, she loves it.
Yeah.
She has something to take care of.
Yeah.
So she looks at me this morning. She goes, she's like, "Are you sure you're ready to move out when it's time?" I'm like, you know what? I said, I had this discussion with my boy the other day. I said, I might not. I might just stay here and tell everybody I'm taking care of y'all. Y'all live with me. And she's like, let's not go that far.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
man.
no, it's nice. At the same time, I'm like, why would I want to pay for two places?
Yeah. I was
I
thinking.
have the luxury of being at home and then having
Yeah.
my place in Vegas, you know? Your shoes too.
Yeah.
That dark sport shoe. See that symbol? That's that dark sport. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for today's push day. Chest, shoulders, tries. 16 weeks out. And I'm keeping the bow head for the Olympia. I'm not growing it back out. I'm going out there looking like Thanos.
Yeah, we should have him do Comic-Con Thanos now. You go.
I really want to, as much as I want to be Thanos, I really want to find a Bane mask.
Oh.
And put it on.
That'd be cool.
And just walk around. I think that'd be fucking badass.
Should we shoot a workout in it?
I might not be able to breathe, but
just maybe a set.
A set or two.
Yeah. Just a set. All right,
that'd
guys.
That'd be epic, though. I'd be down for that. I gotta find one, though.
Yeah, find one. All right, later, YouTube.
Hey. They been on they ass, bitch, I'm on the rail. I wrap it, I bag it, I pack it for sale. Got feeling on speed out, I hit me to chill. I give it a thrill, I put it on film. Niggas facade, get applaud, that ain't real. Come to my section and flex.